Okay, so this fingerpicking cover of Dancing in the Dark, the idea comes from a Passenger cover of the song where he fingerpicked his intro like this. And then he goes on to sing the song and just sort of fingerpicks the chords behind it. So I liked the intro and I learnt that and then thought, well, you can keep playing the song with the melody on guitar. He doesn't do that. He just sings the melody and just keeps fingerpicking the chords. So the thumb will constantly be going like this between those two strings. And then these two fingers here will do the melody. So it might be worth just getting used to playing that pattern. Now I stop letting that note with your pinky ring out as you hit the high E string. You don't have to, but to emphasize the high E string as part of the melody, I sort of take my pinky off so that that note stops ringing out. Okay, it's ringing, high E note, and now I've taken my pinky off. So for that G chord, after you hit that note there, okay, the one with your pinky on the 3rd fret, that's when you change. Change to the G chord. Now to change to the G chord, you keep your pinky on that 3rd fret, okay? Keep letting it ring out, and then with your other fingers you move to the G chord shape. So all you're doing is bringing those two fingers there, okay, from your C chord, and you bring them to the 6th string and the 5th string. So the bass for this little lead into the F chord, the bass goes, instead of just going like this, it goes. So that's like a classic alternating bass, sort of country folk picking style. Slide up that pinky note on the 3rd fret to the 5th fret. Okay? Now I want to keep playing a C shape, but because my pinky's up here on the 5th fret, okay, I can't really play it the way I was playing it. So I'm sort of playing it like this now, okay? First finger is on the 3rd fret, 5th string, and my 3rd finger here is on the 5th fret of the 4th string. And that's my new bass line for this bit. So it's... But again, with the bass, instead of just going like that, I'm going like that. I'm still putting that G note in the bass. Now you probably know F as a bar chord like this. Okay, which is good. But what we want to end up doing is like, we want to hammer on the 3rd string. And if we're holding a bar chord, if we hammer on the 3rd string with this 2nd finger here, that's not what we want. We want to hammer on from an open G string onto the 2nd fret 3rd string. We don't want that, we want that. So that's a nice F chord. And if you can't get your thumb over, then you can just play that, that's fine. But we want a low F in the bass. So to do that, we have to use our thumb now. But as you hammer on the 2nd fret, that's when you also hit the bass note with your thumb. So you hit it with your thumb, then you got this sort of like strumming thing where you hit thumb, then you strum up with your thumb, back of your thumbnail on your thumb, and and then back down again, sort of strumming with the back of your nail of your index finger. Okay, so that's that little strumming bit. And then after the strumming bit, you pluck with your thumb, and I use my middle finger on the high E string. We do another little sort of lick here. It's a real sort of Bob Dylan-y lick. You can also, with that hammer-on, instead of hitting the hammer-on with your thumb and first finger, you can also sort of strike it like a bit of a strum with the back of your index finger. So it could be like... Okay, so the bridge is a bit different, but same chords as we've already used. So it starts with an A minor chord, or an A minor 7th. Instead of that one, A minor, an A minor 7th is just with that finger off, and that note instead of that note. Okay? So I pluck, I sort of rake the chord, like as an arpeggio, with thumb, then first finger, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger. So you go from that to that. Keep the other ones, so keep the third finger and the first finger where they are, and then you can fret it really quickly, as opposed to taking everything off, then going on again, okay? You always want to find shortcuts for as little movement as possible. Okay. Stop on the 5th string, because then I'm going to pluck the 5th string with my thumb. Now you're doing it pretty fast, so you just sort of take it off before you hit the top, and then you come down and hit the 5th string with your thumb while you're holding the A minor chord. So what you want to do with that is sort of keep your finger straight, or like not straight, but still, and you move your whole hand up. I go thumb up, the back of your thumb, nail, down, thumb up, down, up, up, and then for the last little up bit, take your pinky off to match the melody.